Hello, my Leo collective. I am here today to give you a message for March 2025. I'm pulling out one of the decks that they're telling me I should use. Um, so, today, before we start, I want to tell you about an astrological event that's going to be affecting a lot of us, actually the whole world, but you will feel it, and that way you don't feel crazy when you go through this experience. So the first thing that's happening is that on March 14th, there's going to be a full moon in the sign of Virgo. And now this full moon is going to line up with Libra. And what they're kind of telling you with this full moon is all the blocks, hindrance, limitations, obstacles that have been limiting your money, your physical well-being, and also your career. Okay. And so with Libra, they're asking you what it is that you need to do, or what it is that you're going to take action on, Leo, so that you can balance your energy. Okay. Then we also have a new moon in the sign of Aries. The new moon in the sign of Aries will be taking place on the 29th of March. And that one is connecting to a solar eclipse on the sign of Libra. Both of them Libra, both of them Judgment, both of them balancing out your energy karmically. Okay. Now, that energy will be affecting all the planets and all your signs for 6 months. So up till September. Okay, so whatever action comes about this in this portal period, the next following 6 months are an activation of you taking action in what is revealed. Okay. The other thing that's happening during this time is that on the 14th starts Mercury retrograde. It goes all the way to April 6th. But during the 14th all the way till 29th, it will be in the sign of Aries. And this is all happening around Aries season. So what I'm saying is that there is a shit ton of energy in Aries. Why is this important? Because Aries is the first house. Aries is the emperor. Aries is the leader. Aries is being told to take action and change things. And that is an Aries in all of us, because all of us have some part of our lives that we need to take authority, take responsibility, take action. If you guys have seen the astrology of the month and of the weeks, because I do them every week, you guys would know that I told you that 2025 is all about taking accountability and taking responsibility, not being the victim, but being the active change agent in your life. Because legit, this is your world, this is your reality. You guys know that. You're a Leo. You want to be the leader, you got to be the leader. Okay? This can be something of being sovereign and strong within yourself. This is being the head and sovereign within your home, then in your workplace, then in your community, then in your government, and then in your world, and then, so everything expands because we're like onions. Okay. This portal of the 14th to the 29th is a calling to balance tyrannical masculine energy. What does that mean? There has been a negative, I want to say, push to masculine energy. That was a push that we had in the age of Pisces. It's, the survival of the fittest, the like crabs in the barrel, you pull the other guy down because you got to be the first one, blah, blah, blah. It's very metal, very materialistic, that masculine over all things. And what it created was this energy of tyrannical leaders in your home, in yourself, in everything. When I'm saying tyrannical leaders, is everything. Don't just think about politics. Think about yourself. Think about your household. Tyrannical leaders are one that they oppress the feminine energies around you, right? Saying they're less than, saying they can't move forward, saying that you are in this world just to serve and be subjugated to me because I'm number one. And then that second energy is then they actively put people under them that do not know how to do the work, are not proficient in what they're doing because they first stroke their ego, but secondly, they create a situation where they are still the smartest guy in the room, right? So this is when you will have friends that are dumber than you because they don't affect your inner knowing. This is when you only speak to people that make you feel big, and if a person makes you feel little or dumb or questions your authority or your rights or your whatever, you push them away and say they're terrible. That is the energy of a tyrannical masculine emperor energy. This is also embodied in a lot of women also, where they choose to mute out their delicate side and want to be a man and want to take on a lot of masculine things. The world doesn't need more men. That is the damn problem. We need the female energy. There is more power and vulnerability than there is in and just being able just to do, because the female energy is one of creation and abundance and multiplication, where there is a healthy balance, right? The masculine energy knows how to love the female energy so that the female energy reproduces, so they bring creation, so they bring abundance, and so that the masculine energy can use that energy to multiply, grow, and expand. When there is an uneven balance here, that's when things get out of place, and this energy is calling towards that imbalance, and it's saying, you know what, if you're going to continue this way, then there's a problem. And so I want you to keep in mind that I'm not just talking about men here, because there are very much women working in their tyrannical masculine energy that have now like subjugated their children, the people around them, so that they can bend to their will. That is a tyrannical male energy, masculine energy that was taught, that was said that the masculine take all because you're number one energy was the way to go. And that is what's being called to come into balance. And that is exactly what the age of Aquarius is. I mean, know your place, know your role, know the importance of your role, know how to use that role to bring the wealth, the expansion, and the growth. Um, and this is going to be a very turbulent time, and there is going to be a lot of power struggles, because of course those that are on top and those that have been having the higher end of the stick won't want to just give them up. And then, and I mean, but let's be honest, the planets are lining up to give balance, and if balance is not given, it's to fall from grace, right? So I told you a lot just to tell you that. We're going to go through every single week this time. So we're going to pull 3 cards in the oracle. First week. So the first thing I'm seeing here is the 3 of Cups. Second thing I'm seeing here is the 9 of Cups. And the third thing I'm seeing here is the King of Swords. Right here, it's talking about wanting your wish fulfillment no matter what. This feels, I said what I said. This is what's going to make me happy. And it's my wish fulfillment. So I'm going to go 1,000,000,000 miles an hour to go get it. I will fight. I will bitch. I will scream. I will do whatever I need to do to seize whatever it is that I said I wanted to do. This is that imbalance I just finished telling you about. All right. Oh, they told me no, they want the animal ones for you guys here. Give me more on this. The elephant, forgiveness. If you are feeling angry about a past issue, the elephant is asking you to direct the more vulnerable feeling, feminine energy, behind that anger. You are being asked to forgive and be gentle with others. Now, this can be a situation where you are being demonstrated the people, places, and things around you, and the people, places, and things internally, where you wanted your way or they wanted their way no matter what. Being vulnerable is realizing that they are reflecting to you who you are or you have been. It's surprising to me how many, let's say, parents get angry when their kids are stubborn, when they're not being flexible, but they don't think about when they were raising them and when they were not flexible and when they were not giving. It's like you're just seeing a mirror of yourself. Like, how many people do not want to go out there and ask for forgiveness and say, shit, I was fucking wrong and I need to talk to this person because I was wrong, right? And just expect the person to just suck it up and let's just move on. No, we don't suck it up here. We will do exactly what you've done, which is bottle it up, ignore it, and repeat to you what you have done. And then it's like, this is unfair. This person is being narcissistic. This person is being karmic. This person is being, there's so many fucking words on it, right? But then I'm wondering how much you've done this elephant energy and seen that they're just reflecting to you back what you have been. And so, or you're reflecting to them back what they were. And so it's important this week that you really take a moment to really see, because you're being revealed first week, that the fact that you pushing your will because you wished it for everybody to be happy the way that I want them to be happy and the viewpoints I want them to be, that nobody is allowed to introduce any new mindsets, any new realities, any new verbiage, any new anything that will sway differently than what I believe I want in my reality. If you see a person like that in your life, see if how much you might have influenced that person to be like in that way, or how many times you have been that way. Forgive yourself, forgive the situation. I'm not saying go over there and tell a person, oh, please forgive me for blah, blah, blah. No. That's not a need for that. If you don't want to ask a person forgiveness, fine. Don't. But realize that the energy there is there. And if there's a part of you, sometimes, and this is that corny thing is like, I ask for forgiveness for myself, not for another, is the fact that when you don't want to ask for forgiveness in something that you know that you were wrong in, right? I'm not perfect. That's just the way I am. That kind of energy, that's narcissistic. Okay? If you're that kind of person, you're actually going to be festering in the back of your mind your shortcomings to that person. And you will actively accept in your life situations to hurt yourself because you believe you deserve to be hurt. That's what people don't understand. We don't need somebody to send us black magic. We black magic ourselves. Because though from the mouth out, we believe we're righteous and right, your soul knows the truth. And your soul will make sure to make these things activate in your life. So that's a very interesting reading right there. I'd like that one. That was still 1,000% channeled, whatever. Second week. Second week feels like avoidance. We have the 5 of coins in reverse. And this is like, I'm just going to look ahead. I'm not going to look in the past because whatever, that it is what it is. And then we have the 7 of wands in reverse. The 7 of wands, it says licking your wounds. This is like, I'm going to avoid this conflict. It's not a big deal. It's really not bothering me. I don't know what this lady is talking about. What is she talking about? What is she talking about? But you know, that first line hit a chord, but you're like, I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know what she's talking about. And then we have the star card in reverse. It's saying lack of faith there, and it's talking about despair. But the thing about this, the star card in reverse, we're entering the age of Aquarius. This eclipse, this first portal is hello, age of Aquarius. What that means is that because you want to avoid the situation doesn't mean you're going to avoid it. It means that your external world will be reflecting your internal world. In other words, shit's gonna hit the fan and you're gonna think you just stepped into the twilight zone and everybody hates you and people are sending black magic to you and everything is terrible because you're now reflecting, you're now living in the reality that is a mirror to your internal world. I need you to hear that because it's super important. If your life these next 6 months after that eclipse situation looks like shit, that is what your insides are like. And it's time for you to really take a strong look in the mirror because there's something that needs to change. Okay. I was going to take the other cards and then okay. Shut up. And look the card that flew out, Aquarius. And I love this card because it says this: all are capable of dreaming. And this goes back to the 9 of Cups. I wish, I wish, I wish, I wish, right? But it is those who surrender to vision who are visionaries. Sometimes we wish a lot, but we can't receive what we are wishing for because we're not willing to do what is being called internally and externally towards us so that we can receive that dream. God gives us everything we want. The problem is that we don't take it because it means changing. It means accepting our faults and it means looking in the mirror. Mind you, you got the Age of Aquarius, the star card, which is Aquarius upside down. And the second card that came out is Aquarius right side up. It's like you want to live in a distorted world where things are your way? Sure. But your way is distorted, so your world must reflect the distortion. You can't live in a world where Aquarius is happening and you're living in a mirror of it. No. It's reminding me of that, like you're going to be the person on the other side of the mirror because you're not allowed to live in the world of Aquarius until you change. That's just the way it is. Everything requires an action. God said knock so the door can be open. That means moving your hand. God said seek so you can find. That means moving your legs. God said ask so you shall receive. That means saying what you need to say. You need to move your hands. You need to move your legs and you need to speak. Nothing's just given. This is a school. You just don't get an A because you're pretty. Third week. Oh, 4 cards came out instead of 3. Okay. 8 of Wands. Things are gaining momentum. You know what that is? That is literally one thing after another, one thing after another, one thing after another. It seems like a snowball effect is happening all around you. And we have the King of Swords. And it's literally legal matters. This is, because the King of Swords can represent like cops, like legal situations, like the rule of thumb, of the rule of the law. This is like God coming in and doing what he has to do. Like this is like, and it's like emotions to the side. It is what it is. It is what it is. 1,000 million things coming towards you because it is what it is. You belong over there. And so we're going to move you over there and you will live the chaos that you are. And that's just what it is. And it's going to be a heavy burden for you, 10 of Wands, right? But it is a victory also because you have achieved your goal to stay in the reality that makes you feel comfortable. It's just not, it doesn't feel so nice anymore because you're not riding on somebody else's shoulder that makes you feel like your world is good. Right? Because an authoritarian, a tyrant energy, a narcissist feels good because there is a person that accepted to be less than them, to validate their I want to say their belief that they're some kind of authority. So and then I just heard somebody say, but that's what they're doing to me. I'm not doing that to another person. You're still living the reality you want, honey. If you want to be the victim, you shall be. Then we have the horse, freedom. You must break out of any limitations that are holding you back, whether they are self-imposed or put on you by by others, other people or society. Break free and run fast towards your dream. The second, kangaroo cycles. A 9-month cycle is playing. You current your current Your current project will take 9 months to mature and benefit you. Commit fully to it. You have all the strength and stamina you need as long as you move forward and not backwards. So once you start the cycle of I'm not this person's bitch, I'm not gonna let myself bend down all the time. I am going to take authority, or you know what, I've been the asshole. I have to change. Things are wrong inside of me. The world doesn't have to make me feel better, right? I have to make me feel better. Then it's gonna be a 9-month cycle. I told you it's 6 months. Here they're telling me it's gonna be 9, right? But if you choose not to, you know, you made the shit. It's time for you to sit in it, right? And clean it up. 4th week. Ace of Swords. Literally awakened to the truth. Cutting the bullshit, cutting the victim mentality, cutting the narcissistic fan mentality, cutting all that shit, and accepting your truth. 5 of Swords. Deciding it's time for me to start hemming and hawing. Stop hemming and hawing, accept the truth, not have doubt about this, and actually do something. And then we have the 6 of Cups in reverse, because I can't stay the person I was in the past, because I'm going to lose everything. Wait, because they're I'm hearing like, no, not that one. They want that other one. Okay, so leadership. Enough said. Enough said. You have to be a true leader. And a true leader accepts their faults. And a true leader puts a person as their equal partner, because they know that that person has what they don't have. And working together with that person will make them a better person. A true leader listens. A true leader is flexible and changes. That's crazy. Now, the full moon, what's going to bring it to you? Learn how to be compassionate with yourself and with others. The new moon, a blessing of justice. I'm not even going to go into that one. You guys know what I mean. Blessing of justice. Either it's your justice or somebody else's. And the Mercury retrograde, we go back to the beginning of the elephant. Forgiveness. I feel like you're holding on to something. I don't know if it's like idea of who you are or who you were meant to become. I don't know if it's like an I can't mentality, like I can't do that to this person because, and then you're allowing yourself to be a victim to something. I don't know what it is, but this feels very heavy. It feels like for my Leos, it's kind of like either you get up and you be the authority that you're supposed to be, the lion that you're supposed to be, or they're gonna let them trample you. And when I say there, it's like this your spiritual team, or your yourself, because honestly, your spiritual team is the first leader of your spiritual team is you. You allow energies to connect to you or not allow energies to connect to you, and you yourself, you are the authority of everything starts and ends with you. And we started the message by saying that, and now we're going to continue the message by saying that everything starts and ends with you. It's not somebody around you. It's not. You are who you chose to be, and the outside world will start reflecting what you chose. I hope this helps you, and we'll see you the next time.